Hey guys, welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake.
And on today's episode, we are going to be going over
1986's April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. What a fitting movie for the holiday.
Yeah, so video comes out Thursday.
Yeah.
The next day will be April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. A great family-friendly holiday classic for your favorite holiday movie needs.
Yeah, one of 3 horror movies to come out in 1986 centered around April Fool's Day.
I had no idea that there was that many.
It's a popular holiday.
It's
Because you got to think, tricks and sneaky stuff, murders, the usual.
fake murders and fun little tricks.
Sure.
Right.
All right, yeah.
So, buddy,
Yeah,
we've talked about this before.
numerous times.
All right. So you, by definition, think anything that invokes fear to an extent is a horror film.
Yeah, the basis of a horror film, like I mentioned before, is to induce fear.
Yeah, the actual definition of horror is to invoke.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
So this one, in my feeble opinion,
Very feeble. But yeah.
it misses the horror mark, but because I'm an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've only seen this movie once before,
Okay.
upon your request.
Yeah.
When I was trying to be, Mr. Perfect Friend over here, I put it on.
And you enjoyed it.
I did.
All right.
I love this movie.
All right, folks, we're done.
I do legitimately enjoy every part of this movie. I just don't like calling it a horror film because everything that happens in this movie is a prank. So to me, that's, I guess, one of the places I draw the line in it being considered horror or not, regardless of, I know you hate this, regardless of 90% of the movie appearing to be real.
95%.
95% of this movie appearing to be real, just because the end tells you that it has all been a prank. It should be excluded from horror.
You call it a comedy movie?
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, it should.
A comedy movie?
Yeah, this one should definitely be considered like a
Comedy, right?
thriller comedy, I
No.
guess.
No.
I mean, to an extent, it would still be a thriller because it does get a little rising.
Well, one, not all jokes were funny.
No, the jokes aren't funny.
So just the fact that it isn't real
Yeah, dude, it pisses
makes
me
it a
off.
comedy. It's still a horror movie.
No, it just doesn't make it a horror movie.
The basis is to invoke fear.
Yes, no, I agree with that.
So if you're watching the entire movie,
Yeah.
all right? So there's fear. People are dying as far as you know.
Yeah.
And then the very end comes, and just the fact that it isn't real, per se, makes it now not a horror movie at all.
To me. I know it's stupid.
It's very stupid.
And I unfortunately, I'll go ahead. You don't even have to, bro. There's another movie out there
Okay.
that's called A House on Haunted Hill that I very much consider a horror film
Based on?
based on the setting, the style of movie, and the fact that people actually die. Even though the people that die in certain ways don't really die in certain ways.
Yeah, so the fact that one of them slips into some acid
Yeah.
is horror to you.
Yeah. Like I said, if the girl at the
Because-
end of this movie would have really gotten her neck slit, I would have dug it a lot more.
That would have been a horror movie to you.
Yeah. It's that simple. It's a very fine line, and I'm going to stand on my side of it for this movie.
What's very interesting is, as someone who is very exclusive when it comes to horror movies, as you are,
I'm not that exclusive.
you are. You're very exclusive.
I'm very stingy.
A lot of things don't count as horror to you.
Yeah.
So-
That really does that make me a bad horror fan?
Makes you a horror snob, but just
Small.
just based on the way it ended, cancels it out altogether.
Yes.
Well, first of all, let's get into the movie.
Okay.
Just
What's
a
up?
little bit.
What's up?
So we're there.
Mm-hmm.
the basis is okay. Friends are over. You think they're being killed. From the viewer standpoint, they're getting killed in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You got Amy Steele, who is Jenny in Friday the 13th Part 2.
I don't care who plays in what.
Top final girl in the franchise, in my opinion.
Okay.
Who, her dude, they clearly aren't involved in what's happening. Everyone else is. So as far as they're concerned,
Actually, can I say one thing real quick?
sure.
Nobody else knew what was going on.
As time went on, they did.
Yeah, but I didn't know that the first time I watched it.
You also didn't know they weren't dead first time you watched it.
No,
either.
I'm saying like even after full completion. Like after I
Wait.
finished after I finished it the first time.
Did you not watch the movie?
No, I did. But maybe I was like, I don't know, not
See,
paying
that's
attention fully.
dialogue. They explain that.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
But in the first time I watched it when I was
Mm-hmm.
super pissed off thinking that it wasn't a horror film. This time I listened a little bit better and didn't realize that I thought that everybody was in on it minus the two. But everybody really like was getting trapped or like
Yeah.
almost killed.
So as they were getting killed, they were kind of, all right, it's a prank.
Yeah.
So go with it.
So that gives you like a little bit more ammunition because like while I was watching it this time, I was like, "Ooh, didn't pick up on that the first time," but I'm
Yeah, but you,
still hating to consider
Yeah.
this a horror
because
film.
now you went into it a second time watching it,
Knowing.
knowing no one dies.
Yeah, I can't believe that doesn't mean more to you
Why would it?
because it's the whole basis of the movie.
The point is to invoke fear, not death. Right? Horror is about fear, not people dying.
How many horror
They're
films?
not murder mystery movies.
How many horror films that are horror films have 0 deaths in them? 0 deaths.
I'm sure somewhere out there. Maybe one death. Well, like a flashback. Who knows?
I don't think so, man.
It's a possibility.
I don't think so.
Well, we both haven't seen every horror movie known to man.
I know, but off of the bunches we've seen, people die.
Okay, there's one.
What?
April Fool's Day.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I really don't consider it a horror film. No.
So your argument how the ending
Yeah.
affects the movie. So let's say something like The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Is that a horror movie to you?
Psychological.
So not horror at all.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'd have to think about that one a little bit more. Can you give me another example, please?
We'll use that. For the sake of argument, we'll use that. So let's say it was...
I see dead people, but he's dead. So
Hold
yeah,
on.
that
It was the other way around. So let's say you thought watching the movie that these were all just dreams in his head.
that's different.
How?
Because
You're going into it. Oh, let's just say the movie panned out how it did, and it's all a dream at the end. And then you find out, like the Wizard of Oz, these are all people who are just in his life that aren't dead.
yeah, I consider it a psychological thriller.
So not a horror film. at all.
No, not a
Because
horror
no one's
film.
actually dead.
Yeah. I know it's frustrating for you, man.
Yeah, because it makes no
You're
sense.
such a loose horror fan. You know, you just like welcome everything into the horror umbrella.
Like I mentioned before, there's an umbrella.
Yeah, but you can't let everything in. I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
that's kind of the fun in having a platform to talk.
I mean, I don't let everything in. There are movies that I will not let in.
Yeah, because of your own reasons, right?
No, because of my own reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
But my own reasons that make sense.
All right. So, can we agree to disagree?
I don't see why not. Yeah, sure.
I mean, you know, I stand firm in the fact that I don't believe it's horror. You stand firm in the belief that you do because throughout most of the movie it does invoke fear and people do appear to die.
Yeah.
I can get behind that,
Okay.
but I will not agree. I can understand where you're coming from, but I will not agree.
Okay. So you understand, you can get behind it.
I can,
but don't support it and believe it.
Yeah, I can understand why you're saying what you're saying, but I'm like, you stupid.
All right.
So if you were
That's an
to
interesting take.
So what do you think if you were in this movie, you would be who? Like which character would you most be like?
I'd probably be one of the last two just to figure out what's going on. I'd have no idea.
Is that because you're such a good survivor?
Yeah, one, a good survivor, and two, I'm like, well, you know, people do die. It does seem a little suspicious that we're here. And then, you know, I think it's all happening. And then I wouldn't be to the extent of the boyfriend who was like,
Oh, he's like, I
love you.
I love you.
Yeah, he pretty much gave up on her.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite parts of the movie, man.
Yeah, he gave up on her.
He's so scared that like he's just screaming "I love you," and then like when somebody that like supposedly died like hella long ago like pops up and then removes his like makeup fake eye
And slaps him
him in the face, he's still scared. And like I think the actor did a really good job.
He did.
Or if he was really scared, I don't know, but it was really funny. That's why it was a comedy, because you know it's like so out there that, I mean, I get it. I think I'd be that scared too, but that part was really funny.
Yeah, I don't think I would think, this has to be a prank. Like, why would I think that?
No, that's not going to be your initial thought
At all. At any point. Even though it was April Fool's Day.
Yeah, but that was like the day before. I don't know.
So it was like April 2nd.
Yeah, I think this movie happened on April 2nd.
Well, they got there on the 1st.
They got there on April Fool's Day, and they had their little house full of pranks.
Yeah, which were very good. The chair that would fall apart and come back together.
You're easily amused, huh?
Yeah, I am. I am very easily amused, actually. Yeah, so like, while you were setting up, I'm laughing at something. I've seen like 100 times this video about the Wheel of Fortune thing. I laughed like it was my first ever hearing it.
Yeah, I didn't even laugh once.
I know. Yeah, I am easily entertained. But yeah, I got the prank with the chairs falling apart and coming back together, the picture with the eyes cut out, and
the Cheshire cat. What are those called? The cat.
I think it's just a cat.
The cat eye clock thing.
They remind me of Felix the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the eyes, clicking back and forth, whatever. Doorknobs popping off. The best one was the lights.
The lights. I'll give you the lights.
Yeah.
It's like he turns off the light by the bed, and then the light across the room turns on. Then he gets out of bed, turns that light off. Then the light above him cuts on. And he walks over there to turn that off at the switch, and the little bed lamp
it's
thing
a
came back
whole
on.
cycle.
And the girlfriend's just sitting there laughing.
Yes, they're good, elaborate pranks. Now, I'm not much of a prank person.
Are you a prank? Like, do you not like being pranked?
No. I don't like being pranked.
Do you like pranking?
I don't have the creativity to prank someone.
What? You don't think so?
No, I know I don't.
I'm a very good prankster.
Yeah. I mean, if someone else is doing a prank, I can go along with it because I can have a straight face at all times.
Yeah, you are very stoic.
Yeah, I can do that. But me actually thinking of it and doing it myself, too much. Can't do it.
So if the J Squared Horror Podcast was to do what this movie did, so for those of you who haven't seen this movie, basically her premise for the whole weekend was to it was like a test to make sure that her idea for what you call it?
I mean, it seemed like
It's like a murder
It's
mystery.
like a murder mystery, like Airbnb type.
Yeah, so basically you stay there and be a part of that.
Which I would 100% do.
And then, it's like certain people would know and then like others wouldn't. I'm not exactly sure how that would work.
So it sounds like an overnight murder mystery party.
Yeah.
Which I would do.
Yeah.
And just the clues, I would catch on super quick.
I want to know if there's a way I could trick you.
Probably not.
I don't know.
I'm pretty aware of my surroundings at all times. Also, I'm good at reading people and reading situations. I would pick up on it like, this seems wrong. This seems wrong. Although, that does contradict what I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Contradictory guy over here.
Yeah, well, now we're talking about present day. If it was actually us doing, now if I was in a movie, which makes it okay.
So would you would you want to be a death or a killer?
Killer.
Oh, that was a dumb question.
Yeah.
Man.
No questions asked.
I think you'd be first death.
You think so?
Yeah, because that would throw everyone off.
If I was the first death?
Yeah. Think about it. All the people that we know, if they're between the two of us,
Yeah.
if you were to die first, everybody would be like, holy shit, this is real.
Yeah.
Because you're just not an easy first kill guy.
True.
You're at least like final act guy.
I feel like I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
I feel like I'd be in there pretty far.
Oof. I am. As much as I'd like to be like a Randy or somebody cool like that, like, nah, I'm getting murked in the like opening scene.
So you're an opening kill.
Yeah, I'm not even a listed actor on the scroll. Like, I'm first murder.
Credits roll. Yeah, first murder.
Irrelevant murder number 1. Me. I mean, I'd like to be more, but I just know my role.
I thought you'd be more.
I mean, yeah, it's because you're my buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've had our ideas for different ideas.
Yeah. Our ideas for different
Our
ideas.
for different ideas. And we always make it pretty far.
Yeah, they're all good ideas.
All very good ideas. So, what was your favorite fake kill?
Favorite fake kill would be the well scene. It wasn't a kill per se, but when she's down in that well,
Yeah.
and the head start popping up and the body pops up.
Poltergeist.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
immediately thought of Poltergeist when
Yeah.
I was watching that.
Good movie, by the way.
Poltergeist?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in years.
It's a good movie though.
I need to add that to the rotation. It's really scary. Some of those really older ones really get me though. Like practical.
Like House on Haunted Hill.
That was good, man. That was a good horror flick.
The practical effects in this movie were pretty good. Like the fake head,
Yeah, it looked real.
the guy who played Biff from Back to the Future,
Yeah,
looked pretty good.
that did. And I like that they threw it to him at the end of the
Yeah.
movie. Like, here's your,
And he
here's
was
your
like
consolation.
pouring his beer into the mouth. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
What was the? Okay, here's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you think you would start to catch on? Like, say you are a character in this movie.
The first time I saw Buffy, and she was different all of a sudden.
Like when that character started looking different.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Yeah, like nothing changed. You literally went to sleep.
like her that next morning,
Totally
immediately
different.
red flags.
Different clothes. Different
Hair was
hairstyle.
crazy, and then she
Yeah.
awkwardly runs upstairs like, "Oh, it's too early. You're not supposed to see me," or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely met girls like that before. That like, if you catch them in the morning before they're all made up, you don't know them that well, they'll run away like that. But that was weird
No,
because they're all friends.
Yeah. So yeah, that is weird. Also, why would a chick you don't know very well if you see her the first thing in the morning run away? Like, is her face weird or something?
Yeah, a lot of girls be wearing a lot of makeup sometimes,
Oh, okay.
and then sometimes they're not that comfortable yet.
I don't know.
One of those nights.
I'm not familiar with those.
Oh, I thought you would be.
Nope, not me. Listen, I don't like a lot of makeup anyway.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think it's too much.
Yeah, it's the water spritz test.
Yeah, just be naturally you.
Yeah,
Just a natural beauty.
it's so romantic, Jake.
I try.
That's so romantic. That's why you would immediately red flag the chick in the movie.
Yeah.
'Cause
Something's off with you. I don't like it. Talk to me right now. And I would berate her with questions.
you do that.
I'd question the shit out of her.
Yeah, but she ran off. Would you chase her?
I would chase her up.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey. Question for you. What the fuck's going on?
I think I would be like the Biff character. I think that's very much a me.
Yeah. No. He was a fucking meathead.
No, I just meant like the comic relief, and then like second or third to go. In this, if I was in this movie,
I feel like
Because I feel like I would really go look for my friends. Like,
Yeah.
I would actually do that.
yeah, I would hang back
Yeah, that's why you're going to live.
and ask all the questions.
Nah, I'm going to be
I'd
in the
sit her
woods.
down. Last time I saw you, this was happening. Have you seen this person?
Yes.
Where were you when this happened?
She was so, like, seductive in the dinner scene.
She did that weird
She
tongue
said,
thing.
like, that teeth lick thing.
Yeah, that was. It was very.
Very attractive.
It was in a weird place
But
because what happened right before didn't need that
it
response.
was when he fell out of the chair.
Good prank.
It was when he fell out of the chair. And then
Good
she
point.
looked at him and was like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do
I was like, what? Yeah, it was. It was a bit much.
I think that would be me. In this particular movie.
I always think of like, because I like movie where it's like closed circuit, like or one location the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know it's not a horror movie, but like Clue, I loved Clue. Clue's a good movie, and a good board game to play too.
That is a very fun board game. I don't know if I've ever seen the Clue movie.
I feel like I've never lost playing Clue.
We're going to have to do like a live where we play
Yeah.
Clue against each other.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
gonna
I will
whoop
win
you.
again and say, "Hey, I've never lost playing Clue."
I'm going to whoop you.
That and air hockey.
Are you really that good at air hockey?
Yeah, I am. Surprisingly, yeah. Only one thing I'm not good at is shooting pool.
Oh, I'm terrible at pool.
Terrible.
But I'll always ask people to play with me.
I will never play.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't like losing, do you?
no. Even when we go out and we're drinking
Yeah.
or playing, you're playing pool. I never play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I hate to.
Yeah, on
lose.
my birthday, I was playing
Yeah,
very drunk pool.
I wanted no part of
But
that.
you stayed at the table.
Yep, I'm not gonna embarrass myself over there.
I will. I'll always embarrass myself. That's kind of my thing. I get on the mics and try to argue you about what's horror and what's not. Look at me.
I like to spectate from a distance and then like judge in my head. Like,
Oh, beer pong.
you fucking suck.
Oh, beer pong. You a good beer ponger?
Yeah, I am.
We have to team up
Yeah,
one time.
I'm good at beer pong.
Yeah.
It's just like basketball almost.
You were pretty
Yeah.
good at basketball.
I'm good at
back in the
basketball.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
When's the last time you laced up?
6 months ago.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Right before the podcast. Look
Yeah.
at me ruining your life.
Yeah, 6 months ago out there, busting ass all over the place. But yeah, I feel like overall, she hit it well to where no one could catch on. Because she says she left clues. They're like, what clues?
Yeah.
There were no clues.
Well, the main couple found clues.
What clues?
The picture of
Those
the
weren't clues.
twins.
Those weren't clues.
The thing in the boat. The letter in the boat from the mental ward.
Yeah, so clues lead to like an answer.
Yeah.
What answer was there?
That she had an evil twin that was killing everyone.
You could have saw one picture and figured that out.
That's what they did.
I don't know.
Or that's what they attempted. This is your favorite movie, bro.
That's my favorite movie.
This is Jake's number one.
Yeah, this is my number one April Fool's Day movie. April Fool's Day. But the other two, Killer Party, Slaughter High, all 1986, April Fool's Day horror movies. Check them out.
Have you seen them?
I have not. That's why I said to them, check it out.
Yeah, you guys check it out. Maybe they'll actually be horror films.
Yeah, check them out. Leave some comments. Let us know. And if they are, we'll cover them. Like next week.
No. Next year. I need a break from the April Fool's Day. After this movie. The
Next Thursday, Slaughter High. Come on, guys. Watch it. We'll do it.
It's just, yeah, it's a great movie. It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
And I think there has not been a movie we've covered so far that wasn't a fun watch. There hasn't been. Name one.
That wasn't a fun watch?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it again.
Why not?
It's got a clown in it.
We haven't covered it.
No, not it. BC.
What do you mean?
Do I have to say the movie title?
I'd prefer if you did.
Bad Candy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was not a fun watch that third time around for me.
All right. Well, it was the first time for me.
Yeah.
It was okay to watch.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Imagine two more.
Nah, I'm good.
Exactly. I was on the third wave of that.
I don't want to do that.
I'm still trying to figure out if you could figure out a horror movie that has 0 kills. Or deaths. I
Yeah,
don't think there is one.
there is.
Except
I can't name it right now.
April
but,
Fools.
yeah, besides that, yeah. April Fool's Day.
It's not horror.
It is horror.
Oh.
Have you ever seen that show, The History of Horror?
Mm-mm.
Never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
Well, there's a show with Eli Roth.
Who's he? Oh, he's the bear Jew from Inglourious Bastards. What about him?
He's on this show called The History of Horror.
Okay.
And I never saw the episode, but I was informed by you that they covered April Fool's Day.
It was...
It's so weird that a horror show, The History of Horror, would cover a non-horror movie.
Yeah, they also covered some that you don't consider horror, like Hocus Pocus. You guys light the comments up about this guy not thinking Hocus Pocus makes the cut. And...
Well, hold on now.
I actually think it was the same episode that they talked about Hocus Pocus.
Dude.
And
Hocus
April Fool's
Pocus
is
not a horror movie.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It invokes fear.
To who?
Little kids and witches.
Are you a little kid?
It doesn't matter. At some point I was.
And it scared you back then?
Sure did.
We're done with this podcast, guys.
That zombie dude with his mouth sewn shut was terrifying.
No.
Man.
Nothing about that movie is scary.
It's just...
That movie will never be covered on this podcast.
You guys, we will. But we'd have to get your guys' involvement.
Yeah, so don't get involved. Don't
It
suggest
is a
that
horror
movie.
film. It's a
Hocus
Halloween
Pocus?
film. How about that?
Okay, yeah. It's a Halloween film. So is Halloween Town. Is it scary? No, but it's not.
I feel like Hocus Pocus is more horror than Halloween.
Nothing is horror about Hocus Pocus.
It's witches that kill kids and then they sacrifice virgins. Like, there's a lot to that movie.
Do they actually kill kids in that movie?
Yeah, at the beginning they kill that sister
They
of
actually.
Thackeray Binks, which is now a cat because they turned a boy into a cat for
Dude,
eternity.
the fact that you know these characters. So this is the movie that you know characters' names in? Hocus Pocus. Is that movie for you?
Hey man, I'm a big Hocus Pocus fan. Sarah Michelle Gellar in that movie is that her?
She is not in that movie.
Or what's her name?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker is
Just Parker.
at her finest in that movie.
Even though that is true, it's not a horror movie.
I think it could be.
And the
considered
fact that, yeah, I'm just blown that you know. Name one character from this movie which we just watched.
Hold on. I got this. Hold on.
I said a character's name earlier, like
I
10
know.
minutes ago.
I'm trying to pick up. What was the main chick's name?
Oh. I say I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's not in this movie.
Buffy.
It was Muffy and Buffy.
It all come together.
Wasn't it Moofy and Boofy? Muffy and Buffy?
Muffy and Buffy. Yeah.
Muffy was the main, Buffy was the made up.
No, Buffy was the real one.
I thought Muffy was the real one.
Muffy?
They called her Muff. Yeah, Ha!
You call her Muff? That's a
Who
terrible
was watching
nickname.
the movie? They called her Muff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, her name was Muffy and Buffy was the sister. The made up sister.
Oh, yeah, they call her like...
They called her Muff. Muffy.
I don't think they called her Muff, but...
I'm pretty sure they did because...
They shouldn't have.
Is that like a bad... Am I saying a bad word like repeatedly on the podcast right now?
I would stop saying Muff, yeah.
Why? It's her name in the movie.
But her name is Muffy in the movie. And then they called her Muffin Top.
I don't think they called her the one I was calling her.
I know for a fact they did not call her that.
You also knew for a fact a second ago that Buffy was the main sister and Muffy was the made up sister.
Yeah, and you knew that Sarah Michelle Gellar was in Hocus Pocus.
I messed up. It was Miss Parker herself.
Just Parker.
Miss Parker herself. I messed up. It was the triple name Sarah. It got me.
I got it. Okay.
It is a little embarrassing that I fact drop names off of Hocus Pocus after years of not watching it. That movie meant a lot to me when I was younger, man.
Okay.
Sorry, your demented ass was watching the fucking thing when I was watching Hocus Pocus.
I was watching everything besides Hocus Pocus because that's not a scary movie.
It's not a scary movie. It's just a really fun Halloween time movie.
Okay. Which also contradicts what you said earlier, but okay, we're just We're making
There are deaths and witches in Hocus Pocus. So it has actual things happening in that world that would then make me consider it horror. And Thackeray Binks got turned into a cat for a very long time.
I've never heard the name Thackeray Binks in my entire life.
It's Thackeray Binks. He also plays on that show.
Is this your favorite movie of all time?
Oh man, I just picked up on little things throughout the years.
Actors' names,
He
facts
plays
about
on,
the actors.
He plays on NCIS as
Which one?
the one with like Gibbs and Denozo.
Is that just regular NCIS?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the probie. They call him probie because he's a probationary officer at the beginning.
All right.
That's Thackeray Binks from Hocus Pocus.
That's good to know.
Today's fun fact.
Thackeray Binks.
Thackeray Binks. All right, man. Let's get back to it. Let's do your favorite part.
The ratings?
Yeah, man. I'm ready for it.
All right.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you, Jake, rate April Fool's Day?
On a scale from 1 to 10, April Fool's Day is a 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good amount above average because you enjoy it so much.
Uh-huh.
You went on and explained why.
Uh-huh.
As a horror film, this is a 2. As a film,
we're not doing 2 different ratings. Just rate the movie.
All right. I'll give it a 3. Because this is a horror podcast,
Okay.
not a movie podcast.
So what's Hocus Pocus on 1 to 10 for you? Just out of curiosity. Hocus Pocus 1 to 10. What is it?
It's like an 8.5, man. I'm not backing down from my love of Hocus Pocus,
Okay.
man. I'm not, man.
So this movie's a 3 to you?
Yeah.
Based on?
The fact that nobody actually died.
Okay. That's terrible reasoning.
Maybe I'll be the bad rater finally
Yeah.
after this one.
Yeah. Since my ratings are always too high for people. But that is okay. I think 3 is way too low.
I gave my reasoning.
Did you?
Yeah. There's a big reason.
Yeah, that's a cop-out reason, though.
It's not a cop-out
Because
reason.
no one died?
This is the J Squared horror podcast. I'm looking at it as a horror film, which I do not consider it one. So it's lucky it got a 3. It should technically get a 0.
Okay. So it is the J Squared Horror Podcast.
Yes. Are you going to go back to Hocus Pocus?
You know I am. We went on a 5-minute rant about...
It was not a total 5 minutes.
Was
it was
Zachary Binks?
like Thackeray. It sounds like I have a list, but it's Thackeray.
Zachary Binks.
TH.
And with Hocus Pocus, with Sarah Michelle Gellar in it.
God, dude, you're ripping me into it.
And that's a horror movie to you. But April Fool's Day was aimed to be a slasher movie.
It's not a slasher. Get
It's
out of
not
here, dude.
It's not a horror movie to you.
Yeah, I'm standing by I'm standing by this one. I'm gonna die alone on this hill.
So earlier I said we should cover Slaughter High. No, let's cover Hocus Pocus next week.
But you don't want to watch it, and we got to save that for October time anyway.
I'm not wasting a single day in October watching Hocus Pocus. I'm not.
How about September?
That's fine. I'm not doing October.
September 29th.
That's fine. October is for horror movies only. Hocus Pocus. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard you say on this podcast.
I'm standing by it, baby. I am. I'm okay with who I am in my horror world.
That's fine. So you guys were trashing me.
Nobody trashed you. Who trashed you?
The comments were trashing me about Jason Takes Manhattan.
No.
It was a 4. It's a 3. It's a 10. And I'm cool with that. So, all of you who've seen Hocus Pocus.
This isn't about Hocus Pocus.
I know, but to me it is right now. Comment how it's not an 8.5.
Why don't we just focus on the 3 that I gave April Fool's Day?
Okay, so we're just giving bad ratings out the entire night now.
I am. I guess that's what I'm doing tonight.
3 April Fool's Day, 8.5 Hocus Pocus. Man, this is rough. This is rough.
How's that rough?
So I'm looking at this thing right now. If you switch around the S and the D, it says Disney.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So you just been staring at that, figuring that out? Because I was talking about Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, I was uninterested at that point, so I started looking at this picture in front of
You
me.
sounded fairly interested in my Thackeray facts.
Because that was my mind was blown by them.
I honestly can't believe that it happened either. That I was able to drop that much knowledge on Hocus Pocus out there.
Because Thackeray, that sounds like a made up name. When I hear Binks, I think like Jar Jar Binks.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But nope, Thackeray Binks from Hocus Pocus.
Okay. That has to do with the sewed up mouth. Right?
So no,
That's the
Thackeray Binks is the cat.
like Salem from Sabrina?
Yeah,
It's a black cat, right?
it's a black cat.
Huh.
He was a boy at one point. He was the brother of the little girl that got killed at the beginning of the movie.
When did that happen?
At the beginning of the movie, the witches turn him into a cat and her into a stone or something.
They're from a stone to a cat?
No, he got turned into a cat.
He was
as
a stone
punishment.
at first.
No,
He was a boy.
he was a boy then a cat.
He was like Pinocchio. He was stone, then a real boy, then a
No,
cat.
he was a boy
Okay.
that tried to save his sister and didn't, but then got turned into a
Okay.
cat before the sisters got turned into before the.
I haven't seen Hocus Pocus and that shit came out, probably. So,
Oof.
all this means nothing to me at all.
You
Like-
kept asking questions.
Well, because it confused me, and I want this clarified. So,
We'll clear it up when the fans vote to do Hocus Pocus.
they won't.
If they do, we'll do it.
Okay, yeah. If they vote,
That it's a horror film, then we have to cover it.
okay, yeah, sure.
If the majority of our fans vote that it's a horror film,
Yeah,
we'll cover it.
fine.
Cool with that?
100%.
You heard it from the man himself.
If you guys,
But if they,
in your heart of hearts, can honestly say Hocus Pocus is a horror movie, we'll cover it. Now, I know this isn't a Hocus Pocus episode, but
it's kind of turned into one all of a sudden.
it turned into it.
Are we going into a part 2 here?
Yes, we've already covered now. So the next episode will be part 2 of Hocus Pocus. Well, they're doing a sequel, right?
Yeah, with the original cast.
The original cast.
Yeah, the Sampson sisters.
What, they have names?
Yeah,
Sampson
I
sisters?
think so. I might be saying that one wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's gonna have the 3 main witches in it. I'm pretty sure.
Are the kids coming back too?
That I don't know for sure.
What the cat?
Whatever, Jake.
Is Salem coming back?
Just his name.
Wait, what's his name? Salem? Was Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't a Sabrina.
You weren't?
the Teenage Witch guy.
I loved it.
I just had a huge crush on her.
I loved
I was kind of scared of it.
I loved All right. It makes sense why you love Hocus Pocus so much now.
Whatever. I know who I is. Hey guys, make sure to check out our Instagram so you can vote on this poll. Is Hocus Pocus a horror film?
Don't waste your time.
Our Instagram is J Squared Horror Podcast. We have a link tree in the bio where on every single Thursday we release new content. Big shout out to our fans and supporters. We love you guys tuning in every single week to listen to us. We appreciate it. Our supporters that include Lucky Riggs, who did the music for our podcast, and Jeff Balance, who did the design work. As you see behind Jake and me, there's a sign and his awesome hoodie that we had done. Hopefully we'll have some more merch coming in soon from a local guy. That'll be pretty great. Anything else you want to add to the episode, buddy?
I think I've said everything I needed to say.
Well, as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the J Squared Horror Podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake.
And you guys have a great week.